Forget biochar. This DIY soil food outperforms everything. It's easy and cheap. For years, gardeners have been told that biochar is the holy grail of soil improvement, the ultimate carbon sponge that holds nutrients, boosts microbes, and lasts forever. But here's the truth most people never hear. Biochar works only when it's properly charged, aged, and balanced with biology. Otherwise, it can actually rob your soil of nutrients and slow plant growth. That's why I ditched it and replaced it with a DIY soil food that's faster, cheaper, and produces visible results in weeks, not months. This is the living soil booster I use every fall and spring, made entirely from things you already have: leaves, rice water, compost, and a few natural activators. When done right, it doesn't just feed your plants, it feeds the soil life that feeds your plants, and that's where the real magic happens. Biochar isn't bad, it's just overhyped. Let's be fair, biochar has its place. It's a great long-term carbon source and helps retain moisture, but it's inert. It doesn't feed anything until it's colonized by microbes and soaked with nutrients. Most gardeners skip that step and end up disappointed. So, instead of spending time and money trying to charge charcoal, I started experimenting with what I call living soil food, a fermented, microbe-rich blend that delivers immediate benefits. It works with your soil's biology instead of trying to reinvent it. Step 1. Gather your ingredients. You'll need just a few simple items. Nothing fancy or expensive. A bucket or container with a loose lid, a few handfuls of dry leaves or shredded plant matter, a cup of uncooked rice, for making rice rinse water, a scoop of finished compost or healthy garden soil, molasses or brown sugar, which acts as microbe fuel, and of course, non-chlorinated water. If you have it, a tablespoon of worm castings or old compost tea is an excellent microbial jumpstart, but it's optional. Step 2 is to make the microbial starter. This is really where the biology begins. So, you'll want to add your rice to a bowl and rinse it with about 2 cups of water. Don't throw that cloudy water away. That's your rice rinse, and it's packed with starches that naturally attract beneficial bacteria from the air. Now, go ahead and pour it into your bucket, cover it loosely, and leave it somewhere warm for about 2 to 3 days. You'll know it's ready when it smells just a bit sour, kind of like fermented bread or yogurt. That's lactic acid bacteria, or LAB. Honestly, it's one of the most powerful soil probiotics on Earth. It breaks down organic matter really fast and helps unlock nutrients that plants just can't reach otherwise. Step 3 is to build your living soil food. Now, into your fermented rice water, go ahead and add a handful of shredded leaves and a scoop of compost or garden soil. Mix it well. These materials introduce more microbial diversity and provide food for the bacteria to multiply. Next, add 1 tablespoon of molasses or brown sugar to supercharge the microbes. Fill the rest of the container with non-chlorinated water, stir thoroughly, and cover it loosely again. Let it ferment for another 3 to 5 days. During this time, the microbes explode in population, breaking down the plant matter, feeding off the sugar, and producing enzymes and organic acids that condition your soil. If you see bubbles or a sweet-sour smell, that's exactly what you want. Step 4. Apply it to your soil. When the mixture is ready, just dilute it with water at about a 1-to-10 ratio. That's 1 part soil food to 10 parts water. Pour it directly onto your garden beds, around the base of your plants, or even over mulch. What happens next is, honestly, pretty remarkable. The beneficial microbes move into your soil, where they start digesting organic matter, fixing nitrogen, and solubilizing minerals that are locked inside clay and rock dust. Over time, your soil becomes softer, darker, and really alive, just like a forest floor after rain. So, if you do this once a month during the growing season, you'll notice your plants responding with deeper color, faster growth, and stronger resilience to pests and drought. It's kind of amazing how quickly you can see the difference. Why does this work better than biochar? Well, biochar might last for centuries in the ground, but honestly, it's passive. It holds, it doesn't feed. This living soil food, on the other hand, actually activates your soil and gets things moving. It wakes up dormant microbes, increases nutrient cycling, and naturally balances pH and structure. It's the biological equivalent of flipping the on switch in your garden ecosystem. And the best part, it's made from waste. Leaves you'd rake up, rice water you'd pour down the drain, and compost you already have. There's no need for kilns, charcoal, or expensive additives. The results, honestly, speak for themselves. After using this for just one season, I noticed deeper greens, faster flowering, and stronger root systems, all without a single dose of store fertilizer. My tomato plants grew thicker stems, my leafy greens stayed lush for longer, and even old beds that had gone compacted started to crumble beautifully again. When you focus on feeding soil life instead of just the plants, everything changes. Plants stop struggling for nutrients because the soil itself becomes their constant supplier. So before you spend another $1 on biochar or bottled boosters, try this DIY soil food. It's simple, natural, and honestly, ridiculously effective. If you found this method helpful, hit subscribe to Botanical Bliss for more soil building secrets and natural fertilizer recipes. Let's keep growing the smart way. From the soil up.